The following is a presentation of the Hello Chicago Network.
Hello, Chicago Network is on the air. Hello, everybody. I'm Randy Anashatis, and it's time to focus. And today we're focusing on the final day of March Madness as it comes to an end, even though it was April, and that is the NCAA Championship game on Monday. We recapped the Final Four yesterday. Glad to finally get a chance to do the championship. It comes down to Florida, the Florida Gators, and Houston. Obviously, what a game this was. I mean, Florida had a big lead early on. If you look at Florida, they were 21 for 53. Houston was 24 for 69. 40 rebounds for Florida, and then you had and 39 for Houston, so it was big there. Defensive rebounds, 8 more for Florida, 32 to 24. Overall, you were looking at this team hoping, or all these teams both these teams to step up. Obviously, Florida was the favorite team, but Houston had their opportunities. And you look at that last play of the game, it was back and forth, and that last play where the ball just had to sit there, and if the player from Houston would have grabbed the ball, it would have, I believe it would have been a backcourt violation or something, so it just kind of sat there. Florida got the ball. They couldn't Houston had a chance. They had the final play to bring it back in and to be able to at least either get a 2 or try to do I'm not sure if the last time or if it's ever happened. I'm not that familiar with college basketball, but has it ever happened, a buzzer beater at the end? Comment below. I don't remember an NCAA championship game ending with all of a sudden a buzzer beater like that. So Houston had a chance to make some history. Florida, Clayton Jr. did only have 11 points. He had three field goals, so they were able to, and I believe he had no points after the first half. So if you would have told me that Clayton, without knowing how the game ended, that he wasn't going to have any points going into the first half or going into the second half, you would say, okay, then clearly this game's over and Houston's got it. But Florida, the other guys that really stepped up, 18 points for Richard, 12 points for Condon, and those were the key guys, and then 7 points off the bench for Aberdeen. So that's pretty big. And then for Houston, they had 19 points from Cryer, and then this team, and then they had 8 from their starters. They had 19, 8, 5, and 6 from Houston, and then off their bench they had one guy with 8. Overall, you got to see. And then, of course, that last play. So congratulations. The final of this game, 65-63. Florida Gators win. Brandon won a pick thing. Mine was done when I had Alabama. But the fact that Duke wasn't there, and I think Robert Flores on MLB Network, he's a Houston guy. He always says, even when something magical happens in a season, it doesn't really happen, or it doesn't result in a championship. So they get that huge, momentous win over Duke, and unfortunately they couldn't get the job done. But congratulations to Clayton Jr. and the Florida Gators. They get their championship. Obviously, they've won a few with the Bulls' current head coach Billy Donovan. They had Joakim Noah there, so. Great job by Florida, and that puts a bow on our March Madness focus. Starting next week, I'm heading off now I got packing anxiety, heading to California for 9 days. Next week, I'm gonna give you my report card on all the teams. Monday, we'll start with the Blackhawks as their season's coming down. Bulls got play-in basketball next week, so the timing is wrong because then the following week is Focus California, so we're not going to be able to really recap the Bulls' playoff run until 2 weeks, so I apologize for that. Hopefully it's a deep run and they're still playing, but either way, we'll give that to you in a couple weeks. So don't forget about Focus California, where we're going to show you the sights and sounds of San Diego and Anaheim. But next week, report cards on the Chicago sports teams Monday through Thursday, and then Friday we're going to focus. It's WrestleMania weekend, so we're going to be focusing on WrestleMania, my sights and sounds from WrestleMania 40 as WrestleMania 41 next weekend. So everyone, have a great weekend. College basketball in the books. Congratulations to the Florida Gators. Next week, report cards for all 4 Chicago sports teams that are going right now. I'm Ryan Yannishatis. Comment below your thoughts on how March Madness did. Did you win your bracket? Also, like the video. Subscribe to the Hello Chicago Network YouTube channel. Every Monday through Friday, 3:12 Central, we are focusing on Chicago sports. I'm Ryan Yannishatis from the Hello Chicago Network. We're the focus of Chicago sports.